We are back.
Oh, got an echo.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got a nice.
Sounds good now?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, Beans. We got a little Beans in the mix here.
Yeah.
Little bean cat going on.
Yeah. You bring any cheese with the beans?
Yeah.
You like my wrap top?
Yeah, we just had. You guys just missed my neighbor Dava and her dog Mags. Mags ran in. Mags is really funny. She's the pug that lives down the street that Beans is friends
Beans'
with.
future husband.
Well, Mags is a girl.
Oh, she's a girl too?
Yeah, Mags
I thought they were getting together this whole time.
No.
Hey, just because she's a girl doesn't mean she can't be a husband.
Love is love. You know,
You're
love
right.
is love.
You need to
You're
get with the
right.
times, Dannika.
Yeah, get with the
I
times.
know, I'm the asshole
Yeah.
here. I'm the fucking
gender.
I'm the oppressive one.
Yeah, gender does not pick our relationship roles.
Yeah.
Remember that.
That's true. Mags just wants to be Beans' friend so bad, and Beans is just kind of like me. Like, she's very aloof, but I can tell that she really does like Mags. Like, she's always like, "What's going on?" But she likes to pretend like she doesn't care. So that's very Beans style. It's very cat-like, very very feline, very aloof. But they're totally friends. But they're like both black too, so they look cute
Yeah,
together.
they definitely look cute together.
They
Although
look cute
Mags
together.
is definitely like no neck Mags.
I know, she's like a pug and she has no neck and she's just like this. She is a little meatball. She's just like a little squished face and stuff. Like, God, she's so cute. Hey guys, welcome to Real Talk. I am here with my guest Andrew Schwartz, and we are going to be talking about some stuff we watched. I recently watched the Fyre Festival Netflix documentary.
Camera's over there, by the way.
Okay,
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. There's like 10 fucking cameras in here. I don't know which one the fuck I'm supposed to be looking at.
Don't look at me.
Hi.
Where's your tally light?
Hello. Hi. I know, I don't get one of those.
Working on it.
Yeah. You've watched both of them. You watched the
Yes.
Hulu one and the Netflix one.
Two totally different documentaries. Not like one is like taken from the other. They're both telling different types of stories.
Yeah.
So they're both just happen to be about Fyre Fest.
Yes.
They're both surrounding this festival that happened. That I'm so upset I missed out on.
It seems like the thing that you would have been on top of.
Real quick, though, what is Fyre Fest for people that have no idea what we're talking about?
Okay, so Fyre Fest was the music festival that never was.
It was.
Well, it was, but kind of just fell apart.
Yeah, it just didn't happen like they envisioned it. And what
Yeah.
they sold to these, kids all over the world, that you have this destination-based festival where you get to live like the influencers that you saw.
Yeah.
You get
There's
to
got hot bikini models.
swim with
influence models.
albino pigs in the ocean. Things
Yeah.
that like, oh my god, I can't wait to see
Pablo
that.
Escobar's
Yeah,
Islands.
like just everything you could ever imagine you'd want from like this ultimate no, these are like $10,000 tickets. It's not like these were like $300 Coachella. Like that's cheap.
Right.
You're spending like $10,000 on this
It's
plus
a destination.
plus your airfare, plus all the crap you would buy
Yeah.
to get there. And so that the people doing this, they're either they were spending all of their money they have, or it didn't quite matter to them.
Right.
So the documentary is great because you get those two sides of these kids that are like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm sleeping in a tent. I thought I was sleeping in a villa.
Right.
To those that are like, I can't believe this is my vacation and
This is
holy
absurd.
shit, I have to survive. And those people went out and like stole toilet paper and sold it to the rich
Yeah.
kids and like,
Yeah. The Lord of the Flies.
But it's Ja Rule. If you know who Ja Rule is,
yeah.
he is a hip hop artist.
Yeah. You may have heard of him.
Yeah, he has a raspy, froggy voice.
He hasn't really made any new hot music in a while, though.
No, he's a Y2K artist.
Right.
He was big
Yeah.
during the Cribs MTV era.
Yes.
Ja Rule.
What
Yeah.
what was the main Adam, or what's his name?
Billy
MacFarlane.
Yeah, Billy MacFarlane, who who claimed to fame, was a kind of like, he saw the American Express black card. He's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
How can we make this for like my friends?
Yeah, millennials. Elite.
Right.
New York millennials.
Yep, and what he did was he saw that he figured out that you could anybody can make a credit card.
Yeah.
Like you can literally take a piece of metal, put a piece of magnetic tape, like audio tape or videotape,
Yeah.
and take a magnet and transfer your debit card to this metal card.
Yeah.
So once he figured that out, he realized that he didn't have to really make a relationship with anybody because he could put your whatever card on it and then make this membership card.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't quite understand that. Like, they talked about the magnesis is what it was called.
Magnesis, it was called, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And he
but they
made
didn't
that name
explain
up,
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he used a magnet to transfer the information to the other card.
Okay.
Made it up out of nothing, and it didn't spell it right either. But he essentially, what in New York, you have things like Soho House and all these other like membership clubs that cost you like, imagine like $1,200 a month.
Yeah.
And all you get for that $1,200 a month is the right to go to their clubhouse.
Okay.
And so he created that same type of experience for his friends.
Yeah.
So it was 1,000 people that were, like trust fund type kids that are, could afford to spend $1,200 to get access to this clubhouse and go to private concerts and go to the after hours there. You're out partying for the night. You want to impress your friends, so you take them back to the Magnesis house. So he built like a kind of a cult. At the same time, you had a lot of these kind of small cults growing. Was it Nexium and
Isn't that a pill for your heart or something?
I don't know. Is that it? Or there's the one that is like
Pill for something.
sex cults, and a lot of these things were happening around that time.
Okay.
Networking groups.
Yeah.
So he got a lot of success with that, and he got business partners, and they got this idea that we can, hey, let's make the premier destination festival in the world.
Yeah. Well, they were starting like Fyre app, which was supposed to be where you could like book people like Ja Rule or like whoever the fuck.
Any influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what actually, there's a couple of these platforms now like that where essentially it's like you start a CAA agency style on the internet that allows you to book anybody. And Ja Rule now is continuing with that with his Icon agency.
Yeah.
But essentially, this guy Billy met Ja Rule through to trying to book him for Magnesis. They became friends.
They wanted to start this Fyre app.
Well, Ja Rule became an investor in Magnesis as like an advisor.
Yeah.
They started this Fyre app, which was to book things. And it's like, oh, well, if we're going to do this, we might as well make this like Burning Man, Coachella, a new destination festival. We're going to get this island in the Caribbean that used to belong to Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
We're going to bring all these kids there. We're going to build the infrastructure because it's an island.
It's
There's
an island
nothing
of
there.
nothing.
Nothing there. Well,
There's no infrastructure.
yeah, well, they didn't know this yet, but they thought, hey, we got money. We can build anything we want. We got Amazon. We'll just ship it there.
Right.
And they hired all these influencers, these models, photographers.
Like the biggest models.
They hired, who Fuck Jerry is? He's this. He's
I follow Fuck Jerry.
Yeah, Fuck Jerry is use social media and Instagram
Meme
and
lord.
Twitter and become a meme lord, and then build a
Big deal
very
meme
large
lord.
marketing company from that. Because when you see an individual who's able to get millions of followers in your company, who everybody already knows can't get millions of followers, you want what they have.
Yeah.
So Fyre went to them. They paid them a lot of money to help create the image for Fyre Fest.
Yeah.
And it seems like not just that, on top of the image, they're also hired to make a documentary about Fyre Fest.
Oh, yeah.
So this is where we get into the doc world, right? You have these two documentaries.
Yeah.
You have one, which is about Fyre Fest, which is Netflix.
Yes.
Then
So what is the Hulu one about?
The Hulu is about Billy.
Okay. I'm interested. Does it talk more about his background, like where he came from before Magnesis? Because that's what I need to know.
Yeah, it talks about how like how he kind of got to where he is.
Okay.
It gets into his like psyche of like he's definitely like thinks that he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
But it's his delusions, and like he definitely knows that.
And he's interviewed on that one
He's
too.
interviewed, and he's quiet through a lot of the questions, which he knows that but he's already been, I think at this point, he's been prosecuted for it. So he's going to jail. Like this is happening, and it's definitely, you feel like, wow. Like,
Is he in jail yet? Do we know?
I think. Maybe I don't know, and it's not even like that crazy of a jail sentence they got. And he
It was like what, 6 years, but he's only gonna serve like 2 of that,
if even that, because they'll appeal, and there's gonna be lots of things that happen in between.
Yeah.
It's still about business, and essentially, as long as he didn't commit any crimes with the investment,
Yeah.
that's where it's like they tried to make these things happen.
They did try to make it happen.
Right, and they got him on like things like false advertising, things like they advertised for this festival, people paid for something, they delivered something else.
Yeah.
But they couldn't actually deliver it, and they didn't want to cancel it, and they didn't inform the guests that things had changed.
Yeah.
And that's where they got into trouble, right?
Yeah.
That they didn't inform the guests that there weren't enough villas. They got villas. Apparently, according to Billy in the Hulu doc, it says that somebody hid the keys. So he says like he didn't want to say they were sabotaged. It was like somehow they lost $2 million worth of keys for all the villas, and that's why nobody was able to go to the villas.
Shut up, dude. Oh my God. I can't believe he's still trying. It's like, shut the fuck up. Just like take it like a man and just be like, I fucked up.
And
I fucked up.
He kind of was. He was kind of like, yeah, you know, but at the same time, he thought that they literally used every other major festival as an excuse. So like, well, the first Woodstock was a disaster.
Yeah.
Like 30 people overdosed from drugs. There was no bathrooms. There was no infrastructure.
No, the parking situation.
Everything was a disaster, but yet it changed our country.
Yeah.
It started a revolution.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. It was those problems that helped people become leaders.
Yeah.
You know, but we're not in the 60s anymore. These weren't hippies.
And it's like they got this huge festival on the backs of influencers, and then they invited all of these influencers for free to come to this thing and witness what a disaster. And these people's job is to just report
and video
with video. Like, it's just like, what a nightmare situation where it's like, wow, you guys really just fucked yourselves like so hard.
And like you invite them, and like some of the influencers actually got villas, and in the documentary they show them like totally gloating about it, like partying in the house knowing that everybody else is sleeping in like darkness and nothing.
That must have been in the Hulu one because I didn't see any villas.
Yeah, it was in the Hulu one. They showed them like there's a couple of influencers that actually like got their villas, and they're actually really funny about it because they're like, we had a great time.
It was sick.
They cut to their camera phone footage of them like, you know, showing how big and spacious their places are.
Yeah.
I mean, because they did rent villas, but the other thing about it is it's in the busiest weekend of this island.
I know, they're so fucking stupid. Why did they do that?
They didn't know.
Well, hey, before you guys
check.
Getting into all the details of this, which is fascinating, and love to keep going.
Yeah.
Can you first, Dannika, and then you, Andrew, just give your review of the documentary that you did watch as a documentary? How did Fyre play for you, Dannika?
Okay, how did the Fyre documentary play for me? Well, it made me, as somebody who has been someone who takes people's money ahead of time and then delivers them like I say like, oh, here's a Dune box, I'm gonna sell you this thing, and then I take a bunch of people's money and they trust me, and then I have to deliver that product later, and it has to be, you know, as good or better than what my intention is to give, as good or better than what they expect. Somebody who's ran massive things like that, it just stressed me out so bad. He was watching it one night and I was just like, I can't, you got to turn this off. Like, this is stressing me out. I need to go to bed. Like, this is stressing me the fuck out. Like, watching this guy, like, just keep going and, like, not stopping and just, like, not being prudent at all. And I finally, like, the other night, I was like, okay, I'm ready. Because I had to be ready for it. Because it just stressed me out so hard. Like, it just stressed me out watching this fucking
it took 3 nights of
disaster.
us, like, trying to watch it before you actually committed to watching the whole thing.
Like, I fucking started watching it the other night, and I finished it, and I was just like, God damn it, like, you motherfucker. The Netflix one was really well done documentary. Like, I thought the interviews were good, the people that they had were good, the footage they had was good. I mean, some of it was just really like, wow, like, these people are so fucking out of their minds. Like, they're just so delusional. And that's something that, like, I know, you know, I'm an idea person, you're an idea person, you know, ideas can get away from you. Like, you can have a big vision for something, but it's like you have to execute, and execution's really hard. And he just was so like, no, we'll do it. We'll just do it. It'll be fine.
It's gonna happen. It's like, it's just gonna happen. People will get here, and it's just gonna be fine.
It's gonna be cool.
Like, once people get here, they'll start drinking, and they don't care.
Oh my! And the footage that killed me was when they get everybody there, and they still haven't taken them to the fucking shitty campsite that's just destroyed because it like rained on top of it, like everything's just like.
That's the best. Like the night before the festival starts,
fucking
rains,
and like everything's wet, like everything, like all the fucking mattresses are wet, like
floating.
It's fucking disaster. And
Nightmare.
they're just like getting people drunk. Like you have Firefest girls running around with tequila, just like feeding people. And it's like these people don't have like. They need toilets. If you're gonna get people drunk like this, they're gonna need water.
Right.
They're
gonna
need
crash.
Like a place to crash. Like you're just getting them all fucking
Blacked
hyped
out.
up, and like to just go to this nightmare scenario. And then Billy MacFarlane gets up there and is like, everybody just grab a tent, and then like it's just chaos. Everyone like running to grab a tent. It was just like, oh my god.
In the Hulu one, they explain more of that situation because apparently they were going through and giving people tents, assigning tents, and they had it figured out. They came up with the system. In the middle of that, Billy like gets up, and that's when they realize they lost the keys to the villas. So he freaks out and just goes, there are no villas. Everybody just grab a tent. And at that moment, that's when pandemonium broke out. That's I think when as they say, that shit hit the fan.
Yeah, Lord of the Flies style.
It
was really crazy, and it was even crazier to me that after this disaster, he like gets out on bail, and then he's like fucking running another fucking scam like already.
Yeah,
like,
he ran a ticket scam.
Fucking running a ticket scam when he's out on bail through this other fucking guy. Like,
yeah, I was about to like give him some credit and be like, okay, maybe he's not totally a bad person,
you know. My God.
But then afterwards he starts committing fraud right away to pay for it.
Oh my God.
Right away.
And I love Steve Weidman says that the Andy guy that was ready to give a blowjob to get the water released from customs.
Oh yeah, tell him about that story.
Dude, that fucking interview is so like good. Makes the fucking documentary. It makes the thing,
and the best thing is that he alludes to that he didn't do it.
Yeah,
that he did not give a blowjob for Evian water.
Yeah, he said.
But then he says the man was really nice. He was really nice.
Oh, so you think maybe
maybe
it did happen?
I think there might. It was. I think he can get away with saying he didn't do that because he might have done more.
Yeah.
He might have had a full nice night with that gentleman.
Oh,
and he is not kissing and telling because that smirk on his face is he's definitely smiling about it.
He has some smirks going on.
I mean, it's such like a guilty smirk about him. And it's so classic. That story is what makes the thing because it's so like honest and like it's very much with the time now because it's a guy that's been asked to go do something. And
you're gonna take one for the team.
Take one for the team.
Take one. He's like, I've been taking one every. What do you mean? Take one.
All I do is take one for the team.
Like, point being is that the one thing the documentary revealed is that how all the people associated, like the 4 or 5 main players, how they were all stressed to the max.
Oh my God.
And like kept going along with what this guy was telling them. No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Well, the guy at the beginning, there was like this little, I don't know, this European guy that they were working with originally, and he had a fucking brilliant idea. He was like, get a cruise ship and there's your infrastructure. Everyone has somewhere to go to bed at night, you know, like just do that. And it's like, oh my God. And they're like, no, we're not doing the cruise ship. And it's like, you fucking dumb fucks. Like that was the best fucking suggestion anyone could have given you. Like anyone could have given you.
I missed that part.
Like,
the cruise ship, that was a big deal. They fired that guy.
Oh, they fired this guy.
Yeah, and they hired a bunch of other hacks. So like Navy SEALs, like ex-Navy SEAls, like all these other guys that put it together. And these like guys that like
so
specialize.
That's why it was like FEMA tents.
That's
why we had fucking Navy SEALs guys.
They like specialize. And so originally they promised this island, right? They couldn't get the island because they pissed off the Escobar family.
Yeah, because they said do not say that this is the Escobar Island. You can use it, but you cannot. We're trying to get away from that image. Yeah, we're not trying to do
pirates,
that.
We're not drug dealers. We're a family that owns this island.
We fucking and then they fucked up immediately in their very first campaign. They were like, Pablo Escobar's fucking island, and then they were like, okay,
nope,
you're out.
Done.
You're out.
Done.
Fuck you.
And then they found another island, but they couldn't pull that together. So then they thought, well, we'll just go to the big island in the Caribbean. There's enough infrastructure there that we can do this. We'll find a beach.
They went north of Sandals Resort.
Yeah, they couldn't find the beach. They found a real estate development that was canceled.
Yeah.
And they decided they were going to import sand and bring in tents, and they were going to make this the destination. I mean, and on paper, it was like, oh, this could work.
Right.
Okay, yeah, you bring in the right people, like, you know, sure.
Yeah, but they had no time. They didn't do this with any fucking.
Well, they also fired everybody that knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
So then you have a bunch of people who are just confident because it's the first time they've ever done it. Like you can't do that. Like, and they're referencing, oh well, Coachella was just a party desert when it first started, and now it's not. It's so much more, and all these other things. But again.
It's like
it grew into it and was purchased by a really large company that's able to throw it like it is today.
Yeah.
And
they've been doing it, and
And it's a polo field, the infrastructure there, it's in Palm Springs, there's things everywhere.
Yeah.
Burning Man is a place where everybody brings everything they need to survive the whole time.
Yeah.
And people came to Fyre Fest with their like Gucci bag.
Right.
Like my Gucci bag and my moisturizer, and that's it.
They're not ready for this. They don't have mosquito nets.
Nothing. And this is in the Caribbean. It's hot, humid. It rains. There's no electricity. Fuck that. I'm all for fire too.
I'm sure there's just piss and shit and throw up all over there. I mean, it was just everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm sure it
but
was
at the same time, if
nightmare.
you are someone that's used to spending like $1,000 plus on a trip like that, you expect like a sandals resort type of situation laid out for you.
Yeah.
It's just what you're used to.
Well, these are people used to spending $10,000 or more on a trip that are okay with spending $1,000 a day. They asked these kids to put at least $3,000 onto their Fyre wristbands. So they got their wristbands that had an RFID chip that also wouldn't work at the venue because they didn't have the Wi-Fi infrastructure they needed.
Right.
So even though these kids put up to starting at $300 a day.
Yeah.
Now, I don't spend $300 a day when I go on vacations like that, on like just random crap. You know, you have maybe my budget with hotel, food, everything.
Yeah.
These kids are already spending $1,000 a day on this, and then they're asked to put another $300 a day for their expendables, food. I thought this was all inclusive. It's not. You know, you want to get a table, cabana, all those things. You have to put it on your Fyre card.
Yeah.
And so they raised another like $1 million because they had
from their own people
because Billy had made a short-term loan for, it was like a crazy amount of money, and had to give like a 70% interest rate on it, and he basically was able to finance the whole thing by doing this cash grab. So he did a cash grab, was able to pay that note, so he didn't have to owe that note. And he kept on saying in the Hulu docs, like, I'm a big boy. I know what I was doing. I'm a big boy. You know, I knew what I was getting into. I knew I owed like $7.5 million on that note. But I knew that it was worth it.
I knew.
And it was like to like a mob like style, like I'll break your legs if you don't pay me by next week, kid.
Yeah.
And it was like for $10 million loan.
Right.
And he had to pay like $7.5 million interest on that loan.
Well, it's crazy to see like people from our generation where it's like, oh, now that we're the adults and we're in charge of things, and it's like you have all these kids who are just like never done anything before, and then they're completely naive about it, and then they just fail spectacularly because they have like just this unfounded optimism that isn't like they don't deserve to be this optimistic about. Like, I don't know, that's one thing that I know that Tyson, you're always like, oh, you don't need to be worrying so much. Why are you worrying so much? And it's like, well, because I want it to be good. Like, I want to have, like, give my customers a really good experience. I don't want anyone to complain. I don't want to make everything, like, really happy for everybody, and I really care. So I go through, like, just, like, I'm fucking over here, like, looking in, like, there's so much bullshit I've had to learn just to do this sort of stuff, like shipping stuff. Like, oh my God, the amount of shipping stuff that I've had to go through to learn how to do this and do it right and make sure that everybody gets their shit. You know, it's so important. And to see other people that just don't think about stuff like that. Like, they don't even think about logistics like that, where it's just like, dude, like,
well, for me, this was a story that was about someone that had, like, tremendous influence and power over other people. Like, he could just hype people up, get you excited.
Well, he was a salesman, he's really good at that.
He was a great salesman, but then didn't have any experience when it came to actually executing something on a scale like this, or wasn't competent enough to do that.
Well, I see this happen. I mean, this happened with, like, I feel like Verizon's Go90 platform, you know, where it's
totally,
like, where
it's totally
like
Go90.
You have people who have a fuck ton of money, and they have all the right people, and they have really smart people working for them, and they think, I can do anything, you know, like, I can do anything with these people and this money and this influence, like, anything can get done. And you can't do anything. Like, it's like making things is really hard.
Yeah, well,
like creating things is really hard.
It's too many cooks, right?
Yeah,
and Fyre Fest was that, and you had people that were confident in delivering, right? Yeah. They thought that, oh, I got this, I can make anything. I got money, I got people, I got resources.
Yeah.
And as producers, we've all experienced those nightmares of everything was in place. I hired the wrong person, or the person quit on me, or I had to fire them because they fucked up, or whatever it was, and then you're left with, what do I do?
Right.
And for myself as a producer, I never take a job on that I can't do every job on the production.
Yeah, that's smart.
Like I can do if it doesn't matter if craft service doesn't show up, or like I can do that. Like if there's a job on that production, if I'm making an animation, I can do every job on that crew. That's why I say yes to that job.
Right.
If I say yes to a job that I can't pull off on my own, and I hire people that fail, how am I supposed to lead those people?
Right.
Impossible. But I've also hired jobs that I didn't know what I was doing and hiring people, and that's when the shit hits the fan. Or I know what I'm doing and I hire people and they don't pull it off. I've delegated things to them. Oh, this is easy for me. It should be easy for you.
It's not.
And they deliver it the day of, and I'm like, are you kidding me? What do I do now? How do I tell this client that's already giving me half of the money, and I still have to pay this artist who's worked on it what he wants? I can't go, dude, you suck. I'm not paying you. You know, you can't do that. That's not right. And, you know, so you pay the artist. He does the job. He leaves, and sometimes, like, thinking they did a good job. Like the project I'm working on now is it's for Legoland, and
that's cool.
the Lego movie comes out, and so doing a lot of stuff on it.
I'm so excited.
So they've went and made lots of commercials using lots of vendors, and Lego is big enough where they can take something and go like, thank you very much, and not say anything to that vendor, and just go to the next guy and go like, can you help us and make this better? Because we're not putting this on the air this way, and we're not going to have these guys that suck try to do it again. It's like you're not going to go to the Fyre Fest guys again and go like, hey, Fire 2 guys, what's up? We got this great place in Abu Dhabi. What do you think? You're like,
it's a bet.
No. It's like, what do you think? We got no electricity, no water. You want to come?
Right.
You know, no.
No, I don't.
Same guys though. You know, they'll learn from their last time.
No, dude.
No.
No, like when we worked with, we worked with a company when we were making our Greater Creator show, and like they just weren't able to do what they said that they were able to do, which everyone told me, it'll be no problem. And I'm like, and I was like, really? I don't really trust that, you know? And then I was like, all of my fears came true, you know? Like like you're saying, as a producer, it's just like all of my fears came true. And luckily Tyson was able to come through and fucking do all of their jobs for them when they failed, you know? It's
you're talking about, you know, you don't take on a job unless you can do all those jobs. That was a situation where I did have to take on all the jobs. It was a job of 4 other people that I was doing all myself.
Yeah.
And we got very behind, but we did get it done.
Yeah, we got it done.
The one interesting thing though that the guy said, one of the coworkers said, is that the goal was to create something special, but my desire overcame my inner wisdom, and that I realized inside that this was going to be a mess.
Yeah, like he kept going.
And I think that's a thing that can happen on big projects, is you have that inner voice telling you, you know, something's going wrong, but everyone else around you can be saying, in the physical world, can be saying something else.
This is great.
This
is fucking great. This is going to be great.
Even when we talked about earlier on Robot, like working on that movie was crazy.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
This is nuts. It was so crazy. And you're like, this is no way this is ever going to be done in time.
Yeah.
But the movie comes out and everybody goes and nobody cares.
Yeah.
But that could have been the opposite. Like, people could have watched it and said, like, this movie's not finished. I can't believe they released this movie. This is the biggest movie ever made. And that's happened too.
Yeah.
You know, I worked on Avatar.
Yeah.
And during Avatar, can you imagine when you're working on a movie and it's like unobtainium? You're like, this is a joke, so that way we don't, it's a secret. They're going to change this.
Right.
They're going to change
They're totally going to change unobtainium.
This is totally, so we don't, leak what this is really going to be.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was unobtainium. The whole time.
The whole time. And you're like, but nobody cared.
Yeah.
Nobody was like, you guys messed up the story with unobtainium.
Yeah.
Nope. It's still a movie, still a story. People didn't care.
Yeah.
You know, Fyre Fest was made with unobtainium. You know, I think that they thought that nobody would care, that they got there and the Bahamas were going to be great.
Yeah.
And it's the Bahamas. It's a resort town. It has everything we need.
It's going to be great.
But nope. They don't. They're not built for that.
Well, just like like you were saying earlier, the fact that they were like, we're going to do this the same weekend as another huge fucking event where this island is already like doubles in like capacity of like how many people are here. Like, that's just fucking stupid. Like, that's just like, you guys are retarded. Like, why would you not go, oh shit, there's something going on, let's just like push it, you know, or like figure that out beforehand? No, it's just like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, you know. it takes a lot of stuff to get shit made
Yep.
and make it good.
Right, or it's just by chance. It's that same thing I was talking about with Pink Floyd, synchronicity.
Yeah.
And so much greatness comes from great people or people that are competent working together, and that synchronicity comes together like a band, right?
Yeah.
You have an orchestra of people all playing different music, and somehow it makes beautiful music.
Yeah.
They could all be jamming, all just playing along with each other, and it makes beautiful music. But not all the time.
Not all the time.
It's disasters sometimes.
Sometimes it's a fucking
So
disaster.
the band has to play together. And in Firefest, the band wasn't playing together. Ja
yeah.
Rule was playing his own note. Billy was playing his own song.
Right,
They all
right.
wanted different things out of it.
Well, they all got wrapped up in their own myth, you know.
Of course.
It's just like they got just so wrapped up in their own bullshit, and it's just like that's how it happens, man. Like in my
Speaking of Ja Rule, though, I wanted to. You guys were talking about this earlier. Like,
Yeah.
how do you feel like Ja Rule is guilty to some degree of anything wrong?
I mean, I think that he thinks he's a lot smarter than he is. And at the end of the documentary, when he was talking about how he's like, all right, guys, we got like 10 of the smartest motherfuckers in here. Like, we got to spin this. We just got, and like, everyone's just like, dude, like,
Right, no, they're all, like, completely defeated.
They're all just like defeated and like, let it go. Like, we just have to admit that we fucked up. Like, we can't act like we're victims here, you know, like
Right.
we're the fucking assholes. And like to see him just like desperately trying to salvage it and keep with that positive fucking attitude where it's just like, shut the fuck up with your positive
Well, it almost
attitude.
came off like he wasn't even actually there. I couldn't tell if he was actually there during the actual festival to see what a disaster
He
it was.
got there late, right? Yeah. It's like, and I think they were trying to tell him that, dude, Ja, you can't come.
Yeah.
But he had his own thing going on there.
Yeah, did any of the influencers actually show up for that? I couldn't tell. There were some questions I still have after that first documentary.
Yeah, well, the first wave came, and then by the time the first wave came, I think people already started sharing that don't come,
don't
and
do
don't do this,
Don't do this.
But I think everybody got there.
Yeah.
And then it was like they locked him inside the airport.
Yeah, they
because
locked him in an airport.
Yeah, they were afraid of them going outside and smoking.
What is the second wave they locked in the airport? The first people got there, and then the second day people were locked in the airport, right?
The people that
No.
wanted to leave, when everybody left,
Yeah.
they couldn't leave because they didn't have enough airplanes to take them
okay.
off. So
Yeah.
they locked them inside the airport so they wouldn't smoke cigarettes on the tarmac and blow up the airplanes. That was their reasoning. They said, what if they go out and smoke a cigarette?
And blow up an
So,
airplane?
so they locked them in the airport with
How-
no food and water for the whole night.
I mean, it is a great story to be like, I was at Fyre Fest.
Yeah,
Tell
well,
somebody that.
you can buy merch now.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the shirts; they're so great. It has
Yeah.
like Ja Rule. It has like all the domes. It says fire on top.
That's sick.
I'm definitely getting one of those shirts.
You need to get a Fyre Fest
Yeah,
shirt.
the lineup on the back. It has like Blink-182. It's like, first of all,
Like-
were there any Blink-182 fans actually there?
Like-
No.
That
like-
seemed like an odd band to
It
have.
was so random.
Headliners.
So random.
Well,
so
that was
fucking
my other
random.
question too that I didn't have fully figured out. Is did any band actually perform
No.
at Fyre Fest?
No, after Blink-182 pulled out, no other bands showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
So they just were actually there, saw nothing,
Right.
and were in a horrible situation the whole time.
Yeah, so Blink-182 pulled out because they didn't believe they could deliver the fan experience that their fans are used to.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it had only to do with like their backline, their sound system not being what they asked for in their rider.
Yeah.
And it was probably just a contract thing about like, well, if you can't give us what we asked for on a stage and sound system, we're not going to sound like Blink-182. We're not going to sound like an acoustic band up there. Like
Right.
you've been a rock star for so long, it's hard to play like a punk rock band on a stage with 3-piece instruments. It's not
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
So they pulled out, and then after they pulled out, it was just ticking dominoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was under the impression that like a day of concerts at least went on. That's
Yeah.
DJing,
No.
just DJing at unbelievable volumes. So they thought that like the party was happening somewhere. And so like that's the bass like thumping everywhere.
Fuck.
And it's
Was
like,
that in the Hulu one?
Yeah,
Yeah. Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Hulu one really shows the psyche behind it, and not just
Yeah.
about like. Oh, the other big difference between Hulu and the Fyre one was the opinion of Fuck Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
So in the Netflix one, which was made by the Fuck Jerry team, they never once say that, hey, we're named Fuck Jerry. We make memes, and we were
Yeah.
paid like $10 million to make this.
Yeah.
They never once mentioned that. In the other one, they definitely exposed Fuck Jerry for being a part of the problem.
Yeah.
And they
what was their
that they're spinsters, you know, they're spinning it. They make memes. They know how. They knew it was up. They're there.
They took advantage of the viral culture.
100%, 100%, and fuck Jerry. You know, like the whole thing is like it's like, was it even a part of it to begin with? You know, are they feeding this? You know, it's like all right. It's like you take a comedian and he's trying to be serious. Do you trust him?
Yeah. This episode is sponsored by Pendico. They are a CBD company. They make CBD candles, CBD incense. My favorite, personally, no shit, the fucking CBD lip balm watermelon. Wow. That's my favorite.
It's like a lip smacker CBD.
It is, and I don't like I don't know. I don't like a lot of chapsticks, so this one's my favorite. It makes I get like rashes, so it helps with my rashes because I'm under a lot of stress. Okay, so check it out. If you use code CBG19, you can get 20% off on your products. They got muscle rubs. They got bath bombs. I gave you a bath bomb.
Yes, it's making my car smell like coconut oil. So,
yeah.
I'm like, I haven't removed it because of that. I'm like, oh, I like this kind of.
It's nice. Yeah, I forgot which scent. I guess it's a coconut scent. Yeah, I gave you one of the bath bombs, so you're gonna try it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go to Pendico and check it out. You saw their website.
That's pendy.co. Thank you. Which documentary was better, in your opinion, Andrew?
I enjoyed the look inside the Hulu doc of inside the mind of a con man.
Yeah.
I thought that was way more interesting as a documentary.
Yeah.
You know, I really liked that side of their okay, here's the story, and he thinks he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And getting his and the way they shot it and the way I like the Hulu one. I mean, a lot of the same footage, right? But the interviews for the Hulu one really play that you're inside the mind of somebody that first doesn't think they're in the wrong. That's a con man.
Yeah.
And that will continue along this path for his entire life. You know, you definitely feel that.
Did they talk about his origin story? Like who taught him to con? I mean, if he's like starting his own con credit card company bullshit stuff to begin with, like where did he get his hustle from?
Ooh, I wish I remembered that part. I do remember they talked a little bit about how he figured out the credit card game, who his mentors were.
Yeah.
You know, how they put that all together.
Did he have like a super rich family growing up, or was he like middle class, or what was his?
I don't remember. I think it was something just like New York typical.
Yeah.
You know, like trying to keep up with the Joneses, and all the Joneses have museums in their portfolios. You know, it's like how do I pretend I'm like these guys?
Yeah.
But I think you definitely saw an opening in youth culture that wasn't there with having the clubhouses.
Yeah,
because
totally.
it worked for 30 and up New Yorkers, so of course it would work for 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
You sell them access.
Yeah.
And that's what it was, and they continued that with Fyre, and the Fyre Fest was selling people access.
Yeah.
You know, you saw, I can swim with Playmates and like Victoria's Secret models, because that their influencer videos are like bros and like Victoria's Secret models.
Yeah.
It's like it was like. Okay, are they playing beer pong too next? Like, it was definitely like, this is the broiest moment with like these most beautiful girls like swimming in crystal clear waters, drone shots, yachts.
Yeah. That was the best demo reel I've ever seen.
It was great.
It was
really nice. It was really nice.
Good.
And they get into them shooting the commercial a bit in the docs too.
Yeah.
And they basically tell them that it was a shit show. That they're basically told that they're going to a place where people are partying, and that they have to make this commercial despite what the people are doing. So even though they're disjointed, they might want to do something. Here's our shot list. We have to get the shots of the pigs swimming with the models.
Yeah.
They might not be cooperating. They might be drunk. We have to get these shots.
Yeah.
So they definitely had a script, a shooting script. They knew exactly what they were there to shoot and the image they were there to create from that. So why couldn't they deliver that? You know, it's I think something like that is easy to deliver for 15 people, 20 people.
Yeah.
But to create that experience for over 1,000, you know, like privileged kids. Like,
No,
no
man.
way.
No way, dude. No way.
Point, that was a demo reel of an experience if you were a super rich person of 15 people going to an island on your own.
Yep, and that's
no
what
way could that be 1,000 people.
Right, and that's exactly what they were trying to sell. That by bringing 1,000 people to this place, we can create this for you.
Yeah.
And you can choose these different. You can go on the catamaran. You can do, but they weren't able to pull that reality together.
Yeah.
And I felt for them in the Netflix one. I really felt for the production crew.
Totally.
I really felt for them. I really felt like,
Yeah.
oh, I've been there.
They
I've
got
been a part of nightmare shows.
Yeah.
I've had nightmare producers, nightmare directors. That just, I know I'm going to deliver. And I'm confident in delivering. And every one of those guys were people that were confident in delivering. And they've done it before. I'm going to do it again. And that's, when you hire somebody, like that, that's why you hire them. You don't hire them because like, oh, I'm not sure if I can do this. No, you hire them because
I can fucking do this.
Yeah, they're A types that are super confident.
Yeah.
And they're confident whether they fail or not, because I have a saying, I fail upwards.
Yeah.
And I always fail upwards. I don't fail downwards. I'm failing upwards because I learn and I move on. I regroup and I regroup bigger and better.
Yeah.
I'm retreating only to train harder and build these muscles somehow.
Yeah.
And that Rocky mentality, right?
Yeah.
Play that music and train but the Fyre Fest, I think that they just thought it was gonna happen, just like Woodstock and just like every other Lollapalooza. It was thrown together by ragtag people that didn't know what they were doing, and of course we can't fail.
Right.
And
Steve Weidman said that the Fyre Fest actually did happen, but only on the promotional filming day.
Yeah.
That was it.
Right. That was it.
But that's what made it so enticing, But
It was seductive.
very seductive. But the same reason that people wanted to go to that, the same reason that people like myself would want to go to Fyre too.
Yeah.
I
I think you should create a VR experience though, where you can go to Fyre Festival.
It's safe. It's VR.
Yeah, it's safe. It's VR.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah, I still think Coachella this year we throw a Fyre Fest, like a side party. We get
That would be so
domes.
good.
We get Ja Rule to perform.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
dude. You can get them too. It's like just like, what's your price? Dude?
Yeah, Ja Rule would want to do anything to spend this.
Yeah.
He's still looking
He's
to spend
looking to
this.
spend this. We don't even
Right.
tell him what it's called. We're like, Ja want to invite you to a corporate party. It's great. There's
It's
gonna be all
cool.
these influencers
It's gonna be
there.
sick.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to, smoke weed, be real. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the coolest thing in all of Coachella. He
Yeah.
shows up and it says it's Fyre too. And
Yeah.
he's like,
Was
Fyre too.
was the line in any of the documentaries? My favorite line was when we first heard about this story, like what was it, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
The story about how did this disaster happen was
Yes.
that the guy in charge said, because everyone's saying we can't do this, it's going to be a disaster, we can't pull this off, and he was like, let's just do it and be legends.
Right,
and like
right.
that was his go-to line. Was that
Yeah.
in any of the documentaries?
yeah.
I didn't see it in the Netflix one.
I don't remember that per se. I mean, but it sounds like definitely Hulu document, like because he was so into like that like, oh, we're gonna be fine, it just has to happen.
Yeah.
Once people show up, they won't care that they don't have a place to stay.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna end up in their tents. That's the point of this. You're like,
Right.
oh my god.
No.
They're gonna end up in the
No.
villas. They're gonna end up like it's fine. Like at Coachella, you don't stay in your tent. I'm like, yeah, you do. You
Yeah.
know. But even Coachella's a disaster. You talk to
Yeah.
anybody that camps at Coachella, like that's a nightmare.
I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. I'm not about that life. I don't need to do, like we were talking about festival stuff where it's like most people, like they hate their lives and they want to go rage and go cut loose and like do something completely different for, whatever it is, whatever festival it is.
Like Burning Man.
Like Burning Man.
Yeah, you probably get this
or-
all the time too. Like you have color hair, you must love Burning Man.
Like, I don't know. I don't like camping. I've never been camping.
Oh, I love camping. I don't love Burning Man.
I'm not against it. It's just like not something my family ever did, so it's not something that I have any experience with, and nobody's really ever been like, "Hey, we're going camping."
Yeah.
I'm just like, I missed that whole thing, so I'm not about that. Like, and I don't know. I live my life where it's like I'm doing crazy shit every day.
Right, we
like,
burn every day. I don't need to
Yeah.
go burn for a week and
Yeah.
pretend I'm an artist. Like that's what I
Right.
do every day. I'm burning.
I'm burning every day.
Burn right now.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna we're gonna burn
right now.
Right,
Yeah,
fucking-
right now.
By the way, that's your lighter too. I totally stole that yesterday. So
I don't know.
that was I was like,
my
oh,
lighter?
well, I think it's Ryan's lighter, one of yours lighter, somebody's lighter. It's Schwartz household lighter.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, I got this nice
Well,
little.
that's not, you know,
I got
ashtray.
I got a nice little kitty ashtray for you.
Doing
So-
the Elon Musk. Hold on.
Oh yeah, do the Elon. You gotta do the eyebrow though. You gotta like. There you go. Yeah. What is this?
What is this? What
a
is
blunt?
this?
What?
What
I
is
think
this?
I've tried one of those before.
Marijuana? Oh, I don't.
Yeah. Elon's so cute. He was such a space brain when he was doing it. It was so cute. Like
'cause
he was. I don't know.
Would you like some of Elon
yeah,
Musk?
Yeah, I love.
That was a
Also-
perfect recreation of that
was
scene.
really
It looks just like it.
Great.
Oh, Elon.
Good to talk to you.
Do you have a specific place that you would like people to follow you at, Andrew?
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah. You know, you can follow me at Andrew Schwartz on Instagram and Twitter. That's like my name, Andrew Schwartz.
Yeah.
SCHWARTZ for those who are CH inclined.
Yeah.
You can also follow me at High Tech Schwartz.
Yeah.
On Instagram and
Yeah.
and coming to YouTube soon.
Is that like HI tech or is that HIGH tech?
HIGH.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are from higher point of view, as we like to say, but it's more of a just a general higher place to be
Yeah.
in technology.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us who are quite high on technology, and I'm
Yes.
one of them. I love technology.
Yeah. Andrew is a technology wizard. You're a resident tech wizard. You're always telling me about all the new things, showing me all the cool new gadgets and gizmos.
Gizmos aplenty, as Ariel says. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yes, absolutely.
Question. So,
Okay.
Patreon Peacock photo shoot. Can you mention anything about it? Ask Jorgensen.
Yeah. So I did a not safe for work photo shoot for January of this month. And it's the Peacock. I was gonna do Blade Runner, but I ordered this like underwear from England from Etsy, and it never showed up. And so I was like, fine, I'll just switch to something else, and I'll save the Blade Runner thing for later. So we did the Peacock and this really cool caftan. It's very 1920s looking. It's very like kind of vintagey erotica looking. I really like how it came out. And
Yeah, I
it
don't
was-
think calling it Peacock makes any sense. It's a
and it was-
1920s style photo shoot.
Yeah, but it's like all peacock. Like there's peacock feathers, peacock caftans, peacock hair. I mean, it was a whole mood. It was like a whole thing. So there's definitely had all my nails on. I took them off. I took all my fake nails off. I'm like, ugh, I'm powerless now. you
And
know?
how do you feel about the result?
I'm really excited to go through them so that you can star the best ones so you can edit them and put them up in the gallery. I've been meaning to do that for a couple days now.
But how do you feel about the result of the actual photos?
Oh no, they look fucking awesome, dude. Even Beans like jumped in. Beans was like, she was like did some cute posing with me. It was like very 1920s, like elegant looking. It was really cool. So I had a lot of fun, and it was my last. It was like right before my birthday, the day before my birthday. So it was like for posterity too. So it's like, this was me at 33. That's it, folks.
I think this was your best photo shoot yet.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was really exciting. So that'll be coming out before the end of the month, like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, like right before the end of the month. We're a little behind. It's okay.
This month has been extremely busy.
This isn't Fyre Fest.
times
It's fine.
10.
I'm doing great.